Hello everyone, my name is Katya and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this blanket. We start working on the granny square first and then we'll add this beautiful border. You can make it any size you like, but today I'll be showing you how to crochet a baby size blanket. This blanket is measuring about 32 inches long. For this project, you're going to need number 4 medium weight yarn. I have it in 2 colors and it is 100% acrylic yarn. And you're also going to need your 5.5mm crochet hook. For the blanket, I used the Primrose color and I used 2 skeins. But for this video, I'm going to be using a solid color so it'll be easier to see. We're going to start with the slip knot and a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch into the first chain to join. Here we form the ring. We're going to work our double crochets using this ring. You can also start with the magic ring if you want to. Chain 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Back into this ring, let's work 2 more double crochets. Here's 1 and work 1 more double crochet. I am holding on to my yarn tail so I can work on it as I work on my double crochets. Let's chain 2 and work 3 double crochets back into this ring. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2 and let's repeat. Work 3 double crochets back into this ring. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2 and let's repeat one more time. Work 3 double crochets back into this ring. 2 and 3. And to end round 1, we're going to chain 2 and slip stitch on top of this third chain. So here's 1, 2, 3. Right on top, pick up both loops and slip stitch. This ends round 1. This is how it looks like. You can go ahead and pull on this yarn tail to tighten the center. For round 2, we're going to start by chaining 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Back into this chain 2 space that we just finished, we're going to work 2 more double crochets. Here's 1 and work 1 more double crochet. With this chain 3, we have 3 double crochets. Now we're going to skip this 3 double crochets right here and jump into this chain 2 space and work 3 double crochets into that chain 2 space. We're starting our corner. Here we have 3 double crochets, chain 2 and work 3 more double crochets back into that chain 2 space. Here we finished our first corner. Now find your next chain 2 space and repeat. Work another corner. We have 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, chain 2 and work 3 more double crochets back into that chain 2 space. 1, 2 and 3. Here we finished our second corner. And let's repeat. We're going to work the same corner using the next chain 2 space. And to work on the corner, we need 3 double crochets, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space. And here we finished on our third corner. And let's go ahead and finish this last corner. We already started, but now we need to finish it. And we're going to work 3 double crochets into the last chain 2 space. 2 and 3. Now chain 2 and we're going to slip stitch using the third chain, same exact way as before. We're going to find our 2 loops and slip stitch using the third chain. And here we finished working on our second round. In round 3, we're going to start the same exact way. We're going to chain 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Back into this last chain 2 that we just worked on, we're going to work 2 double crochets. And now instead of jumping all the way to this chain 2 space, we need to work 3 double crochets using this space between this 3 double crochets and these 3 double crochets. So find that space and work 3 double crochets. You're not chaining, you're just working 3 double crochets. And now into this chain 2 space, we're going to work our corner, and the corner is 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space. Now let's repeat. We're going to find the next space, which is right over here between these 3 double crochets and these 3 double crochets. Work your 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And into this chain 2 space, we're going to work a corner by working 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets back into that chain 2 space. Continue working like this. You're going to work 3 double crochets into this space, a corner here, 3 double crochets into this space, and start working on your last corner, and we'll finish it together. To end round 3, we went ahead and worked our 3 double crochets into the last corner, and to end, we're going to chain 2 and slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain. Once again, find both loops and go ahead and slip stitch. This ends round 3. For round 4, we're going to start same exact way. We're going to chain 3, which stands as the first double crochet, and work 2 more double crochet back into that last chain 2 space that we just finished. And right now we have 2 spaces right before the next corner. We have one here and one here. And into those spaces, we're going to work 3 double crochets. 2 and 3. And now go to the next space and work 3 double crochets using that space. And into this corner, the chain 2, we're going to work our next corner, which is 3 double crochets, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets back into that chain 2 space. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Now once again, we're going to work 3 double crochets into this space, and each round it's going to increase. 2 and 3. And into the next space right here, we're going to work another set of 3 double crochets. 2 and 3. And now we're going to work a corner using this chain 2 space. And to work a corner, we need 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets back into this chain 2 space to finish this corner. And we're just going to repeat. Work 3 double crochets using these spaces, a corner, and once again, same exact thing. And I'll meet you right over here. We'll finish this round together. At the end of round 4, this is how it looks like. And let's go ahead and finish this round. I went ahead and I worked 3 double crochets into my last corner. Now chain 2 and slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain. So we're always going to start the same and always going to end the same. For round 5, same exact start. We're going to chain 3, stands as the first double crochet, work 2 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space that we just finished. And this time we're going to have 3 spaces where we need to work 3 double crochets into each of the spaces. Here's our first set, 2 and 3. Now jump to the next space and work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now again, jump to the next space and work 3 double crochets. into that space, 2 and 3, and now we get to work a corner using this chain 2 space. And to work a corner, it's 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space. Let's repeat. We're going to skip this 3 double crochets, jump into the space and work 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Once again, skip these 3 double crochets, jump to this space right here and work 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Once again, skip this double crochets, jump to the space and work 3 double crochets, and skip these 3 double crochets, and now you'll be in the chain 2 space and work your corner. 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets back into that chain 2 space. Continue working like this and I'll meet you at the end of this round. We'll finish it together. To end round 5, we're going to chain 2 and slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain like we did before. And that's all it is here. It's just the same repeat, but each round you're going to have 1 extra space to work your 3 double crochets. You're going to continue and work on your square for a total of 22 rounds, which I did right over here. I worked a total of 22 rounds using this color. Once you have your square complete, we're going to start working on the border, and I'll show you how that's done next. To end round 22, same exact way, we're going to chain 2 and slip stitch using the 3rd chain. Chain 1 and cut your yarn, which I already did. And you're done. Let's go ahead and work on the border. You can start in any of the chain 2 spaces that you like. I'm going to go ahead and weave in this yarn tail using my double crochets. So I'm just inserting my hook into the double crochets, wrapping my yarn tail around and pulling it through. This way it'll be a little bit more secure, but you can weave it in any way you like to. And I'm going to go ahead and use this chain 2 space. Using my 2nd color, I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook, wrap my yarn tail around, pull through, hold on to this yarn tail and your working yarn. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Holding on to this yarn tail, work 2 more double crochets back into that chain 2 space. Into this next chain 2 space, once again, you can also weave in this yarn tail if you like to. Let me just do this really quickly so that way I don't have to worry about this yarn tail later. Into this space right here, we're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets back into that same space. Into the next space, work 1 double crochet. So you're going to skip these 3 double crochets and into this space, work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets back into that same space. And into the next space, which is right over here, work 1 double crochet. And let's repeat. Into this space, work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets back into that same space. into the following space, work 1 double crochet. So it alternates. And now you're just going to continue this pattern. So you're going to work your 2 double crochets, chain 2 double crochets here, and then 1 double crochet into here. And continue working like this, and I'll meet you right over here into this space to show you how to work on the corner. I'm coming closer to the corner, and right into this space right here, work 1 double crochet, and into the space right next to the corner, work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets back into that same space. Into this corner, the chain 2 space, work 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space, and that's our corner. Now we're going to repeat what we did here. Instead of working 1 double crochet, we're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets back into that same space. And now into this space right here, work 1 double crochet. And you're going to repeat. You're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet here, and like that, continue working until this corner. And into this corner, same exact way. You're going to work 1 double crochet here, and into this space, you're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, work your corner, which is 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Into this space, work 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then 1 double crochet. And like that, you're going to repeat same exact way into each corners, and I'll meet you at the end right over here. We'll finish this round together. Corner, we already started working on it. We need to finish it. We need to work 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and now slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain right over here. Pick up both loops, same as before, and slip stitch. For round 2 and the rest of the rounds is the same repeat. We're going to chain 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Work 2 more double crochets back into this chain 2 space, and now into this chain 2 space right here, work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets back into that same space, the chain 2 space. And right over here on top of this double crochet, we're going to work 1 double crochet. And repeat into this next chain 2 space, work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space. Now find your next double crochet, which is right over here, and work 1 double crochet on top of it. And you're going to repeat into this chain 2 space, work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space. So we're just repeating same exact thing. So on the double crochets, we're just working 1 double crochet, and then to this chain 2 space, we're working 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Continue working like this, and I'll meet you right over here where our first corner is. I'm going to show you how to work on the corner right over here. I'm coming to the corner, and right next to the corner, I just went ahead and I worked my 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets using this chain 2 space. Into the corner, we're going to work 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets back into that chain 2 space, the corner. And here is our corner. And now we're just going to repeat same exact thing. We're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space. Find the next double crochet and work 1 double crochet right on top of that double crochet from the previous round, and you're just going to repeat same exact way all the way until the end, and I'll meet you back. We'll finish this round together. At the end of round 2 of the border, this is how it looks like. Now I went ahead and I chained 2 and slip stitch on top of the third chain to end round 2. Round 3, we're going to work same exact way as we did for round 2 on our corners, but for round 4 and 5, we're going to switch it up and change it a little bit so it doesn't curve up and stay flat, and I'll show you what to do. So work on round 3 same exact way, repeating round 2, and once I have my round 3 completed, I will meet you back and we'll move on to round 4 together. At the end of round 3 for the border, this is how it looks like. For round 4, we're going to start by working chain 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Back into this chain 2 space, work 2 more double crochets. For this round, we are going to change it up a little bit. We're going to continue same exact way. Find your next chain 2 space and work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space and into this double crochet right here. Work 1 double crochet right on top of it and repeat. So into the next chain 2 space, you're going to work same exact way. You're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets back into that same chain 2 space and into the double crochet stitch, work 1 double crochet right on top of it. Continue working like this, and we are going to be switching up the corner a little bit, so I'll meet you right over here where this corner is to show you how to work on the corner for this round. The corner, what we need to do is work 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets into that chain 2 space into the corner. Now you're going to chain 2 and repeat. You're going to work 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets into that chain 2 space into the corner. And you're going to repeat same way. You're going to work same exact way as before, but into this corner, you're going to work 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, and once again work 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. And that's the pattern like that for this round. Continue working on your corner for this round, round 4, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. We'll finish it together. To end round 4, what we need to do is work our corner, and we already started working on the corner. We already have our 3 double crochets right over here. So let's go ahead and add more double crochets. So we're going to start by working 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, work 3 double crochets back into that same chain 2 space, 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and now work 1 set of 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and we need to end this round by slip stitching on top of the third chain, the beginning of this round, and this finishes the corner. So here we have our 3 chain 2 spaces. Round 5 will be our last round for the border, and it is worked a little bit different because we needed to lay flat. And to do that, we're going to start same exact way, chain 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet back into this chain 2 space that we just finished. We need to work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Now we're going to find our next chain 2 space, And into this chain 2 space, into all of the chain 2 spaces before the corners, we're going to work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets back into that chain 2 space. So instead of working 2, we're working 3. You're going to look for your double crochet and work 1 double crochet on top of that double crochet of the previous round, and repeat. Into this chain 2 space, work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space. And on top of this double crochet, you're going to work 1 double crochet. And you're going to continue this pattern all along until you get to this corner right here, and I'll show you what we're going to do into these chain 2 spaces. So continue working on this side, and I'll meet you right over here. I went ahead and I finished this side, and I'm right at the first corner, and into this chain 2 spaces we're going to work 3 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets back into that chain 2 space. Into this chain 2 space, we're going to repeat. We're going to work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochet back into that same chain 2 space. And let's repeat one more time using this chain 2 space. 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets back into that chain 2 space. 2 and 3. So into the corner we used our chain 2 spaces, and we worked our 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets into each chain 2 space. And all it is now, we're just going to repeat into this chain 2 spaces. We're going to work 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, 1 double crochet on top of the double crochet from the previous round, and we're going to repeat all around, and into each corner we're going to work our 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets 3 times. Continue working like this, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. We'll finish it together. I'm coming to the end, and here's the last corner. Into this chain 2 space, go ahead and work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets back into that chain 2 space. 2 and 3. Into this chain 2 space, we're going to repeat. We're going to work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets back into that chain 2 space. And into this last one, we already went ahead and started working on the set of 3 double crochets. So we're just going to finish it by working 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, and chain 2, and slip stitch on top of the third chain to end this round. Chain 1 and cut your yarn. Let's go ahead and work on our yarn tails. I'm going to go ahead and bring my yarn tail towards the inside of the work by using any of the stitches. And right over here, I'm going to use this double crochets right over here. Insert your needle using the back loops, pull through, drop 1 loop, and come right back. And one more time, you can pick up more stitches if you need to, back loops only. Pull through, and you're done. You can cut the yarn tail. And repeat the same thing to the center one right over here. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.